Hello everyone, and welcome to my Soap Twist 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In the ever-turbulent world of daytime television, few announcements have sparked as much immediate frenzy and outright bewilderment as Tanner Novlan's sudden declaration about his departure from The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans of the long-running CBS soap opera, affectionately known as B&B, woke up to headlines screaming about the actor's exit, with the reason provided leaving more questions than answers. Tanner Novlan, the charming Canadian performer who has played Dr. John Finnegan since 2020, apparently made the announcement himself, surprising even the most devoted fans. The language was ambiguous, something along the lines of chasing new opportunities that required his complete focus, but the timing and tone felt off, almost cryptic, as if there were layers beneath the surface that no one was ready to peel back just yet. Dr. Finn has been a steadfast moral compass in the midst of Forrester family problems, Logan rivalries, and the never-ending web of deceit spun by characters like as Sheila Carter. His relationship with Steffy Forrester, played by the outstanding Jacqueline MacInnes Wood, has been lauded as one of the few stable supercouples in recent memory, a beacon of genuine love amidst the constant betrayals and backstabbing. Shin, as admirers refer to them, has survived shootings, biological discoveries, and even death deceptions. Remember 2022? When Sheila shot her own kid in a fit of wrath, Finn miraculously recovered from the edge thanks to his adoptive mother Lee's covert interventions. That twist alone caused shockwaves in the fanbase, with petitions and hashtags like #SaveFinn trending for weeks. Tanner Novlan's portrayal during that era gained him widespread acclaim, transforming him from a relatively unknown actor, best known for his humorous Liberty Mutual commercials, into a daytime heartthrob. So why now? Why announce a leave so abruptly? And why does the offered explanation seem so inadequate? According to sources close to the production, it all comes down to shady contract negotiations. According to insiders, Novlan was looking for a more flexible timetable to meet rising needs outside of the soap industry. Novlan has been on Hallmark Channel several times, including in holiday favorites like Christmas Class Reunion in 2022 and the more recent Debbie Macomber's Joyful Mrs. Miracle in 2024. Those wholesome, feel-good films complement his boy-next-door appeal, and they've elevated his popularity outside the daylight realm. Rumors circulate that a large primetime project or possibly a streaming series is in the works, which would need prolonged filming blocks that are incompatible with B&B's demanding daily taping schedule. What about the official statement? Personal reasons and exciting new ventures. This is the type of canned response that feeds curiosity rather than quells it. Fans are not buying the simplicity. Social media exploded shortly after the announcement was leaked, most likely due to a now-deleted Instagram story or a revealing interview footage that spread like wildfire. Confusing cannot even begin to describe the reactions. One prominent fan account posted, "Tanner Novlan leaving B&B? The reason is new projects? Girl, bye. We know it's because Brad Bell can't write for Finn without making him Sheila's puppet." Another theorized darker motives. Is this about the vaccine mandates from back in the day? Or did he clash with producers over Finn's storyline? Conspiracy theories abound, harking back to old rumors from 2022 when Novlan was briefly killed off, only to return stronger. Some believe this is yet another ruse designed to boost ratings during the November sweeps. After all, B&B lives on shock value. Why not use Finn's departure to keep viewers interested? Delving deeper into Tanner Novlan's story on the program illustrates why his possible absence is so devastating. Novlan, who was born in 1986 in Edmonton, Alberta, and reared in the small community of Paradise Hill, Saskatchewan, had a complicated journey to popularity. He began as a model, using his rugged good looks and athletic build from years of hockey play. Those Liberty Mutual commercials, in which he played the fumbling, struggling actor, made him a meme phenomenon with catchphrases like Liberty Bibberty, but B&B elevated him to soap legend. Finn was cast as the sympathetic doctor who sweeps Steffi off her feet amid her poisonous triangle with Liam Spencer and Hope Logan, and he represented hope, pun intended, for viewers tired of the incessant waffling. His chemistry with Jacqueline McInnes was instant and electric. Novlan provided a new perspective to the canvas from their initial scenes in 2020, when production was navigating rigorous rules due to the COVID-19 epidemic. Finn was more than just a lovely face. He was ethical, devoted, and undeniably in love. Their wedding, the birth of baby Hayes, and the adoption turmoil with Kelly all felt justified. Even when the authors threw curveballs, such as exposing Sheila as Finn's birth mother, Novlan handled the emotional upheaval with finesse. His encounters with Kimberlin Brown's renowned villain were master courses in controlled wrath and conflicted loyalty. Finn is acknowledging why he's conflicted. Novlan remarked in a 2024 TV Insider interview about the character's unusual bond with Sheila. He knows none of this makes sense in his brain, but his emotions are telling him otherwise. That is the Finn people adore, a man who feels deeply, even if it confuses everything. Losing something, especially for a non-specific reason like new projects, seems like betrayal. Production sources reveal that Novlan's final taping was emotional, with castmates gathering for impromptu farewells. Jacqueline McInnes would allegedly shed tears during their final shin scene, a passionate reaffirmation that aired only weeks before the announcement. They're so strong together, Novlan has repeatedly said of the couple. I love how they lean on each other. Will Steffy spiral without him? Return to old behaviors with Liam? Shippers are panicking just thinking about it. But let's look into the confusing issue further. Novlan's team has publicly said that family comes first. He is a passionate husband to actress Kayla Ewell, known for The Vampire Diaries, and father to their 2 young children. Their second kid was born prematurely in 2022, just during Finn's fabricated death scenario, adding real-life stress to the fictional drama. Balancing parenting with B&B's hard hours, often 12 to 14-hour days, 5 days a week, has been a challenge. With Novlan's recurrent part on Roswell, New Mexico, and those Hallmark appearances, it's evident the actor's profile is growing. I'm grateful to B&B, he told Soap Opera Digest earlier this year, but the pace of daytime is intense. I'm open to new mediums. However, the confusion is due to timing. Why announce mid-season, just as Finn's storyline heats up with Luna Nozawa's paternity reveal? Finn found in recent episodes that he is Luna's father, which ties back to Poppy's crazy past. Tanner Novlan received Performer of the Week recognition for his genuine portrayal of shock, rage, and reluctant paternal instinct. This led to the first new Performer of the Month for The Bold and the Beautiful in 2 months, one outlet praised in March 2025. Exiting now interrupts the arc. Will they recast? Kill off Finn for real? The 2022 outcry was fierce. Petitions received thousands of signatures, and the hashtag #SaveFinn trended globally. Brad Bell, the show's lead writer and executive producer, personally called Novlan to reassure him. Is history repeating itself? Fan fury is apparent. Forums like Soap Central and Daytime Confidential are thriving. Shame on the bold and the beautiful for not utilizing his talents, one reviewer complained. Leaving Steffy vulnerable again? After everything? Another remarked on the irony. Tanner's Liberty Mutual commercials are back on heavy rotation. Coincidence? Indeed, new advertising featuring Novlan resurfaced in 2023 and 2025, demonstrating his hilarious timing. Perhaps that is the new project, but it hardly justifies leaving a contract role. Behind the scenes, tensions could have risen over artistic differences. Novlan has stated in interviews that he wants more for Finn beyond Sheila's obsessions. He's a doctor, a husband, and a father. Give him layers, he has said. Recent plans forced him to react to turmoil rather than cause it. The Luna reveal was a step forward, but if wage or screen time negotiations have stalled, resignation is a reasonable option. Contract disagreements are common in soap operas. Do you remember Rena Sofer's departure as Quinn in 2022? As November 2025 approaches, spoilers hint at Finn promising protection against Luna's threats, surprise visits to Steffy, and loving reaffirmations. These episodes, which will air through late November, were taped months ago, prior to the announcement. Will they serve as swan songs? Thanksgiving surprises await, with family gatherings emphasizing Finn's incorporation into the Forrester fold. Finn and Steffy reaffirm their love in the sexiest way possible, teasers say in mid-November. If it is goodbye, the viewing will be bittersweet. Confusion grows as different reports emerge. According to other sources, it is only a brief break from Hallmark responsibilities. Wikipedia identifies him as active till 2025, with 696 episodes acknowledged. IMDb indicates an ongoing status. Nonetheless, YouTube channels and fan sites cry goodbye forever, with fantastic thumbnails. One video titled Tanner Novlan Announces Leaving B&B for a New Project received millions of views, with speculation ranging from burnout to a major Netflix deal. Tanner Novlan's personal life provides poignancy. He and Yule, who have been married since 2015, navigate Hollywood as a power couple, with both recurring on Roswell, New Mexico. Family comes first. Posts of hockey games with kids and Saskatchewan visits build a picture of a grounded guy looking for balance. "We were very slow," he once said about wooing Yule. "I like to take things slow." Perhaps that's the key, calming down from the soap opera rush. What is the impact on B&B? Catastrophic if permanent. Shin's solidity anchored the show after the triangle weariness. Without Finn, Steffy risks regressing to the Liam/Hope debacle. Ratings fell during his death in 2022, but increased after his rebirth. Recast? Unthinkable. Novlan is Finn. Fans reject alternatives, as witnessed in previous exchanges. The reason remains unclear because it is incomplete. New opportunities obscure deeper difficulties such as creative stagnation, work-life imbalance, and better offers. Brad Bell's silence raises doubts. Will he call Novlan back as before? In soap operas, exits are rarely final. Doors revolve. Tanner Novlan elevated Finn from novice to icon. His unexpected declaration and unclear reasons have supporters reeling, confused, heartbroken, and hopeful. As one ex-post noted, Tanner leaving? The reason is confusing because there is no good reason. However, hope remains. Contracts renew. Twists abound. Finn survived Sheila's gunfire. Maybe he'll make it through this. For the time being, treasure these episodes. Savor Shin. Because at bed and breakfast, nothing lasts forever, except drama. Novlan's legacy? Undeniable. He grabbed audiences with his transition from car insurance buffoon to daytime hero. Tanner Novlan's Finn era, whether a confusing exit or not, redefined love in Los Angeles. Fans hold their breath, waiting for clarification. Will he return? Time and sweeps will tell. Expanding on fan theories, some feel it's an intentional move by authors to elevate Finn. Others are concerned about budget cuts, as B&B's veteran cast puts a strain on the budgets. Novlan's income reportedly increased following the rebirth, maybe to an excessive level. Novlan's personal anecdotes humanize. He lost teeth in hockey and is now more cautious. Protect the moneymaker, he quips. Gratitude pervades interviews. B&B gave me everything. Co-stars respond gently. Wood shares mysterious hearts. Scott Clifton, Liam, appreciates farewell tributes. Shin is popular in Europe and Asia, but his international admirers have been saddened. Merchandise surges, Finn scrubs, and a couple mugs. If recast, the outrage would rival Hunter Tylo's Taylor switches. Novlan's future is bright, a Hallmark staple with the potential for prime time. B&B without him? Dimmer. What's the confusing reason? Perhaps the vagueness is purposeful, to leave choices open. Soap tradition. Exit tease returns. Fans renew their hashtag #BringBackFinn movement. November 10th, 2025. Date engraved. Today is the announcement day. As the episodes air, Finn battles for family, matching Novlan's true goals. Confusing? Yes. Final? Doubtful. Tanner Novlan's B&B chapter pauses instead of ending. The story continues, both on-screen and off. Fans wait, perplexed but faithful. Because that is soap love. When news broke that Tanner Novlan had abruptly announced his resignation from the bold and the beautiful, Fans of the long-running daytime drama were left stunned and upset. Novlan, who had become a fan favorite for his depiction of Dr. John Finn Finnegan, Steffy Forrester's kind and principled husband, was widely recognized as one of the show's most promising and stabilizing characters. His presence restored balance and integrity to a drama that was frequently driven by treachery, secrets, and vengeance. For many fans, Finn was a breath of fresh air, a really compassionate, grounded doctor who loved Steffy without manipulation or hidden motivation. So when news broke that Novlan was departing, the fanbase erupted in confusion. The news appeared abrupt, with no apparent explanation, and speculations began to circulate that his character will be killed off in an upcoming narrative. The disturbing revelation swiftly circulated through entertainment outlets and social media platforms, with hashtags like #SaveFinn and #BringBackTanner trending within hours. Behind the scenes, executive producer and head writer Bradley Bell reportedly coordinated the decision, envisioning a dramatic twist that would shake up the show's narrative and re-energize longtime fans. According to Novlan, the phone call informing him of his character's destiny arrived unexpectedly. He subsequently remembers Bell telling him about the future storyline in which Finn will be shot in a sad turn of events. At first, Novlan thought it was just another tense plot point, one of the many fake-outs and cliffhangers that are common in soap operas, but when he learned Finn was to be declared dead, he realized it could be the end. In subsequent interviews, Novlan expressed his amazement, stating that he had not anticipated such a development and was as astonished as the audience. The announcement that Finn would die while shielding his wife Steffy from his biological mother Sheila Carter, a figure known for chaos and destruction, was obviously dramatic, but it also crushed fans' hearts. When the tragic episode aired, supporters were stunned when Sheila mistakenly shot her own kid while attempting to kill Steffy. The event was violent and emotional, with Finn slumping to the ground and Sheila screaming in despair. The succeeding episodes depicted Steffy's grief with real authenticity as she fought to come to terms with the loss of her husband and child's father. For many viewers, these scenes verified their greatest fears. Finn had vanished and Tanner Novlan had definitely left the show. Viewers expressed their outrage and sadness on the show's official social media pages. They couldn't understand why a figure as adored and important as Finn would be written off so abruptly. In the weeks that followed, the show's ratings fluctuated and the plot dominated conversations on fan communities. Soap opera fans have witnessed countless character deaths and returns over the years, but something about this one felt particularly cruel and perplexing. Tanner Novlan has rapidly become a fan favorite since his arrival in 2020, and his connection with Jacqueline MacInnes Wood, who plays Steffy, is evident. Together, they created one of the show's most popular partnerships, affectionately known as Shin by fans. To end that cooperation abruptly seemed to make little narrative sense. As the dust calmed, Novlan began to publicly discuss his exit. He expressed sincere gratitude for the opportunity to work on The Bold and the Beautiful and talked kindly of his castmates, characterizing the environment on set as encouraging and collaborative. However, he admitted that the decision to stop Finn's plot was out of his control. "That's the nature of the soap world," he explained in an interview. "You never really know what's around the corner." His statements just heightened the suspense. Viewers were unsure whether the actor had been permanently written out or whether this was part of a greater plot twist. Behind the scenes, rumors grew that Novlan's exit might not be permanent. Some production insiders suggested that the show's creative team had created a complex strategy to keep Finn's story alive in an unexpected way. Theories abounded. Maybe Finn hadn't died, or maybe Sheila had hidden him elsewhere. Fans held on to hope, pointing out that in the world of daytime television, no one stays dead for long. Soap operas are known for their miraculous recoveries, long-lost twins, and intricate fake death schemes. Then, weeks after the heartbreaking death, the writers dropped the bombshell. Finn was alive. In a shocking twist, it was revealed that Sheila, consumed with guilt and desperate to conceal her crime, had kept Finn hidden in a secret location while he was in a coma. When he eventually awoke, dazed but alive, viewers all over the world rejoiced. Social media streams erupted with joy and relief. Dr. Finn Finnegan's resurrection became one of the most talked about moments in modern soap opera history, and Tanner Novlan was greeted as a hero when he returned to the screen. Novlan found the entire situation bizarre. He had gone from thinking he was done with the bold and the beautiful to finding himself in the center of one of the show's most dramatic plots. In subsequent interviews, he conceded that the entire process had been complicated, even for him. "I thought I was done," he said, laughing. "I packed up my dressing room and said goodbye to everyone." But when the producers phoned him back a few weeks later to tell him about the resurrection narrative, he was ecstatic and amused by how successfully the show had kept the mystery hidden. The ambiguity of his leaving and return prompted many fans to wonder if the initial revelation had been an intentional marketing gimmick. Some claimed that the producers wanted to generate excitement and revive interest in the show by instilling fear and uncertainty. If that's the case, it definitely worked. Ratings skyrocketed throughout Finn's death and subsequent revival plotline, while social media involvement hit new highs. Others attacked the strategy as manipulative, claiming that it played too much with supporters' emotions. Regardless of the goal, the narrative was successful in reigniting interest in the long-running soap. Tanner Novlan's portrayal of Finn in the aftermath of his resurrection heightened viewers' emotional investment. The passages depicting Finn's delayed recuperation and frantic attempts to reunite with Steffy were tense and hopeful. When the couple finally reunited, their tearful embrace represented not only the strength of love, but also the show's storytelling history. For decades, the bold and the beautiful has thrived on dramatic twists that push the boundaries of logic, but this narrative felt especially personal. Finn's reappearance symbolized redemption, not only for the character, but also for the fans who had battled so hard to have him restored. Tanner Novlan's exit became one of those iconic soap moments that fans love to remember, a roller coaster ride of bewilderment, anguish, and final triumph. It also signaled a shift in how current soap operas engage with their audiences. The immediacy of social media meant that fans' voices were louder and more influential than ever before. Their petitions, posts, and trending hashtags may have influenced the producer's decision to bring Finn back, or at least to speed up his homecoming. In this approach, the tale blurred the distinction between fiction and reality, with viewers actively affecting the narrative's trajectory. Tanner handled the pandemonium with humility and humor. He frequently joked that he couldn't keep up with his own tale and thanked the supporters for their dedication and enthusiasm. "They kept Finn alive," he remarked at a fan event, admitting that the outpouring of affection meant a lot to him. He also praised Kimberlin Brown, who played his on-screen mother Sheila Carter, as a genre legend and credited her with making the gunshot scenes so devastating. Despite the turmoil, he described the cast and crew as a family, and he was grateful to still be a part of it. The death and resurrection arcs also had a greater impact on the show's creative approach. It reminded writers and producers that emotional authenticity is important, even in a soap opera with unexpected turns. Killing off a figure who had become a symbol of hope was hazardous, but the plot eventually emphasized Finn's significance. He returned stronger, wiser, and more intimately attached to Steffy and their family. The ordeal also gave Jacqueline McInnes with some of her most poignant material to date, as she depicted Steffy's pain, despair, and eventual delight with great depth.